off, next. So after start, headset's on, we got that, master switch on, we got that, comm set, our frequency is 122.725, so that's in there good.
Okay.
That's Peach State here. Altimeter set, over there, we just set it to field elevation, which is about 940. GPS we're not going to use, navs we're not going to use, flight instruments check, you can set this later when we get out there, and I don't move this until I get out there, the vacuum system is chance to warm up. So ready to taxi when you are.
Alright. Good?
Yep. First thing I do is check the brakes on the taxi, so come off the brakes for a second.
Alright.
Let it roll forward for just a minute, and tap the brakes again, make sure it stops good. Yep, they work. Yep. Airplane. Control inputs, ailerons, go right to the wind, so we got a wind coming from our right, so we'll just pull them like this, touch around the corner, then we'll go straight again. Takes some getting used to following this little path out. It's not your normal airport taxi.
A lot of getting used to it.
You'll appreciate it later when your friends can only taxi on 50-foot wide taxiways and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, true.
Right up here.
Trying not to use too much brake, but I feel like I have to.
Yeah, you gotta use it a little bit. But airlines go back to the left because it's coming from that way. Look out at your left wheel and see where you're at. Grass?
Yep.
Just come to the right a little bit. There you go. Get about 15 degrees out of pushing the rudder pedal.
Yeah.
So if you can get that all the way in, add power. That way you're not on the brake at all, that'll help get you moving. Go. And I just tap the brake and back off, tap it and back off when I'm trying to make these turns. So you're not just riding the brake, going around and then stop here short of the runway. That's where we do the run up. Peach State traffic, Cessna 4394 Lima is crossing the runway at midfield, Peach State. Just letting everybody know we're crossing the runway in case you got anybody. Brake off. Okay. Park and brake. Clear left. Airplane cleared right. Yep. And then I skedaddle across here. So this elevator comes back to keep the weight off the nose, and I kind of move across pretty quick because I don't like hanging out in the runway.
Right.
Over there, still clear. You got the airplane? Come back to normal taxi. Down the ailerons to the right as you come up this way because your wind's coming from that direction. I just, Peach State traffic, Cessna 904 Lima is clear the runway at Peach State. You can't see when you're at the top here. Down the hill, you'll see when we get up here, it goes down a big hill. So they can't see when someone's crossing and they can't see when someone's clear. So I just kind of announce so if there's anybody here waiting to go or ready to go. Okay. They know when you're there and when you're not. I stay to the left just a little bit here like you are. That's a pretty rough divot over there as you get to the concrete. They can come all the way right and kind of just go to the center. Alright, you gonna stop here? So, for our departure brief, basically gonna talk about what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take off out of here, increase the power, green and green, airspeed's alive, at 55 knots, so remember that's your inner dial. That's when we'll put back and rotate. A grass field, but it's not a soft field, so don't hold it back like this the whole time. We're going to keep it pretty much level until we get the speed we want, then rotate out.
Okay.
If we have an engine failure prior to liftoff, power comes to idle, brakes on, land the airplane, right? Just come to a stop.
Yeah.
Airborne, enough runway remaining to stop and land. Retard the throttle, put the engine down, or put the airplane down.
Okay.
Land the airplane, no problem.
Okay.
It happens in the air and we don't have any usable runway remaining. Field to the right, another field ahead to the right, and you'll see left. So just kind of look for those when we take off so you get used to where they're at in case you ever do have an emergency.
Good.
And that's what I would do for a brief, so I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Ready to go?
Closed. Alright, check on the seatbelts. You got those, make sure itch. Good deal. There you go, and just slide it forward.
Okay, make sure itch.
Peach State traffic, Cessna 4394 Lima is taking runway 31 for departure, Peach State. There you go.
Go around the cone?
Yeah, you can do that, just get as much runway as possible. I always say out loud what I'm doing, so I look clear left, and it is clear left. Clear right we'll get when we come around the corner, and clear to go because there's power. Just keep it coming around and don't come to a stop, just let it keep rolling. Once you align with the center line, you can push it forward, we'll do a little bit of correction to the wind. There you go. Hold this wind correction in, and then as we get faster, heels on the floor so you're not on the brakes.
Okay.
There you go, airspeed's alive. I got green over here, green over here.
Okay.
There's 55, so slowly rotate it back. There we go, you got it. Yep. A little bit more right rudder. Keep that nose forward to get some more speed. Adjust your trim as you get going. If you look over here, there's a field to the right, there's one to the right, there's one ahead to the right. Alright. Does it forward till we're past 65 knots. And up 170, and then your flaps can come up all the way. Just climb out between 70 and 80 knots, somewhere in there. You can keep that in all the way, just adjust your pitch as to where your speed is. Like leave this full forward.
Yeah.
Just if you get too fast, pitch back between 70 and 80, right? So as it gets fast, just pull back a little bit. If it gets slow, nose it forward a little bit. They get to about 500 feet AGL, and then I do just a post-departure checklist quick. So flaps are up, and that's confirmed they're all the way up, right?
Right.
Make sure still forward. Probably can set to about 25, and you're almost there. Just don't want to be sitting at red line.
Right.
Back slightly in there. Clear left and clear right. We can make a turn. So you can make a left turn out. Let's turn to southbound.
Okay.
You taken off out of grass before? Or done grass strip climb?
Never.
Yeah, cool.
That was pretty cool.
First thing before any maneuvers is clearing turns. We're going to set up for slow flight, so your response is,
Set up over.
let me do a clearing turn.
Okay.
Right? So clear to the right, to the left.
Okay. So, clearing to the right.
It used to be that you were supposed to do 90 degrees. I don't necessarily subscribe to the 90 degree theory.
Okay.
Give us a good turn to the right, lift the wing, let's look out over there. So like for me, a clearing turn would be something along the lines of this. About 30 degrees. I'm looking to the left to make sure there's nobody over that direction. I got a bird up ahead to the left there. Nobody over here to the right. Turn around, so now let's make a left turn. Same thing, glance over at this wing as you raise it, make sure there's nothing out that direction.
Okay.
Also clearing over this direction you're going. There's three reasons for clearing turns. One, it helps you see other airplanes. Second thing is, it helps other airplanes see you when you raise that wing over.
Right.
Hopefully glisten across the sun, you know, on the top of it.
Yeah.
The third thing is, if there's going to be an engine issue with the plane, usually it happens during throttle changes. So
Okay.
let's find a place to land in case we need it. I've got a couple of good fields to the left. There's some good ones here to the right. I'm happy when you are.
Okay. Yeah, I see some fields.
Alright,
And
let's
we're
just slow this thing down. thing I'd do is get back to probably around 1800, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Keep coming back further. There you go, somewhere in there. Just keep yourself level so you don't gain speed by descending. Probably take a little bit of back trim. There you go. Once you're down below the white arc, you can start adding flaps incrementally. Don't really get down all the way to 40. I'd probably go 10. Retrim the airplane, check the speed. If I like it, then go to 20, 30.
Okay.
There you go. Coming back. 10. There you go. Coming back. Now as you get slower, you're going to find that you have to add power to stay where we're at. So as we get slower, put more power in and we'll actually be getting slower. Keep yourself from descending, so keep coming back. There you go. Look at your ball as you get slower and add torque. It's going to take more and more right rudder to stay coordinated. So just have your right foot on there ready to push on it. There you go. All still looking good. Nice. Why don't you make me about a 30-degree right turn? So how about the 150? When you make your left turn, because you have so much power and we're going slow, instead of using left rudder, just ease up on the right rudder as you come around the corner. Make a left turn back to east. I have to take a little bit of power out. You're climbing a little bit. There you go. Not too much different, just a little heavier and slower, right?
Yeah. Easy to maneuver, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, now we're set up for a power off stall. First thing I try to do when I do that is talk about what you're demonstrating. It's a landing stall, right?
Right.
You're showing that as you come into land, you're stretching the glide, don't quite make it, stalls, you're going to nose forward and recover from it. So, tell me how you're going to recover from a power off stall.
Well, what I've done is feel the horn and you just push it full forward.
Everything forward.
Flaps up as you're gaining your...
So, recovery from the stall is going to be, this will be out, right? Like we're landing. So, take your thumb out so you grab the car beat when you're going in like that.
Okay.
So, I would fly with my thumb in like this, ready to go.
Okay.
Once the stall goes, everything goes forward, nose comes forward to break the stall, and flaps come up to 20.
Okay.
So just up a little bit. And all you're trying to do is get the airplane to stop from stalling, right?
Right.
Once the airspeed comes up, then you're just leveling off and accelerating. As you get past VX, flaps comes to 10. After your VY, flaps come all over.
Okay.
So one quick scan, stay on everybody around. Everybody looking good?
Yep.
Okay, so pull the power and pitch down to set up for a glide at about 65 knots. Kind of simultaneously pitch down. Power all the way out. Got it to idle. There you go. That looks good. So 65 knots to establish a glide and pick somewhere that you're going to level off. Pick an altitude like about 3,000 feet. Yep. So just keep that glide set at 60 to 65 knots until you get to 3, and then let it crank it back on it. Just level us off and hold it level until that's the squelch that keeps cutting off on me. Alright, there's 3, hold us level, level, keep coming back, level. Nose forward, nose forward. I want to run it a little bit longer next time, so you actually feel the buffet instead of just the horn. Like I want to feel the plane go.
Okay.
Climb back up to about 3,200 feet.
Okay.
Turn us right, turn about 30 degrees right.
Terra traffic, Diamond 107 Charlie Lima is 12 miles to the south, setting up for a practice approach, runway 6 at Terra.
That's good. So let's just ease the power back out to just a low cruise. Start getting your flaps back out there. Anytime you're going to slow down below that green, that's when you pull your car feet out.
Okay.
There you go.
You pull it out before or after?
As I go past that.
Okay.
There you go, flaps all the way up. Go to, well, 30 is fine. Are they moving at all for you?
Kind of. There we go.
Alright. So now power idle. Come all the way up. Pitch for 65, between 60 and 65, and remember you're looking at knots, you're that one.
Okay.
Let's do 3,200 feet. There's your 32, just stay level. So get that to 0. There you go. Just hold it here no matter how far back you gotta go. Hold it until you feel the plane go. I'll tell you when to recover.
Okay.
Terra traffic, Diamond 107 Charlie Lima is run 9 miles south of the field.
Keep going back, keep going back.
6 approach at Terra.
Hold the plane level, you're gonna coming back. There you go. There you go. That's the stall. Feel it? Now push forward. Right rudder. Right rudder. Break the stall and get us back to level, right?
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just keep that nose pushed forward because you want to get speed back up, right? Flaps should come to 20 right away. And as we're past 65 knots, flaps can come to 10. Go flaps all the way up past 70.
Cool.
Just try not to keep descending when you're doing that. The point of a stall, remember, is like we're close to the ground, right?
Yeah.
So recovery and then minimum altitude loss.
Okay.
Bring your throttle back to 25. Go over towards Thomas and we'll do a couple landings over there.
Okay.
Turn me right to about a 230 header.